Sauber Kennels here with Bear, our 3-month-old puppy, in training, starting to shape the down behavior. I'm excited to share 5 consecutive sessions with you where you can see actually without any sessions in between that I didn't record how we shape the behavior with a little assistance. First step is for him to learn how to get the food out of my hand, palm down, with a straight nose dive into the funnel underneath my hand. Once I have that, I'll try to start pushing and get him to fold back. Here he is like still not straight into my hand, but we'll get there. Now he's fairly straight, and I was able to push him downwards a little bit since his nose has to come up. In order to get the click at the food, his body has to go down. See that I'm able to push him down a little bit while he's nudging at my hand. Yet I'll make sure that I click for a straight dive. Here he's tilting his head. That would lead to a rollover. And I wait for him to be straight and click and dispense the treats. Here's the second consecutive session, trying to get him dive into my funnel with a straight head in order to make him go down in a straight fashion and not doing a rollover. Concentrate on the head being straight and click and dispense. We have a little bit of a downward motion in his body by me pushing. You want to be careful, make it comfortable. That's, I guess, as straight as what it gets. I'm not giving in. This is straighter, giving me a better opportunity to push and get a straight downward motion. Seems to be taking forever, but without the start of a straight head underneath my hand, we won't have any chance of making him go down with my assistance. So here he is finally in a down position, sort of, and I feed him since he offered to stay there besides the initial downward motion, and I definitely want to recognize that and reward him for it. Direct reward into the down position once we have him there. Obviously no click necessary because he offers the behavior. The objective here is more to get him to take the position. Once he's in there, he seems to be understanding that it's rewarding to be down there, but he's not offering taking the position, so to speak, enough. So we have to still stick with palm down, feeding, making him put his nose kind of underneath my hand in order to be able to manipulate the whole body into a down position. It seems to be a difficult process, but here is the next session in consecutive order to come. Normally you would expect, or I do from previous experience, that doing this over and over, the dog will get the idea to just easily be able to be manipulated into the down position. But we're plugging away at it, do it over and over, and click at the right moment when the body actually sinks. That was a little quicker. He recognized the situation and went into a complete down. Let's see what happens next. I kept clicking for him remaining in the down position and introduced the free command or release command by tossing the treat right after that to make him leave the position and reset for the next repetition. There was good improvement for that session, so here is the next one. Still looks like we're in sort of a beginning stage here, but rather quickly he takes the down position with my assistance, of course, having my treat hand down to the ground and clicking for him going down. All this behavior he does right now, nudging my hand, everything else he does walking away, is not successful. Here he finally took the down position and I clicked while I was taking my hand away, because if I keep my hand in the dog's nose, so to speak, and he nibbles at the food, I click for that behavior just as much as I click for taking the down position. So I'm trying to click right now for the down position while I'm taking my hand away, so I don't have his nose on my hand once I click, because it's clearly taking a picture for him of nudging my hand just as much as anything else that's happening. Here he took the down position without me being on his nose, which is great. Do it again with a little bit of assistance, lowering my hand. Excellent. He's offering the behavior without my hand being on his nose. Here I'm showing him that going after the food physically in the direction of my hand is gonna make the food go away. The hand is removed from the picture, and he can make a decision of doing a behavior that is going to trigger the click that he should by now be familiar with for a degree to consider doing that behavior. He's walking away a little frustrated. I tease him a little bit. There it is. No hand on the nose, and a clear down behavior gives us the opportunity to click and identify what it was to produce the click at the food. If you want the food, you better operate in the right direction. I help him by lowering my hand a little tiny bit. Help him over the frustration by showing him, hey, it's still here. Don't look anywhere else. And he makes the right decision. Take the down position with my hand probably 10 inches away, and of course gets a click and the indirect reward for now. Here was an attempt that I caught with the click where he was doing a nice downward motion, not all the way, but shaping is all about small increments. Super. Big improvement. Taking a down position once he is persuasive again off the food. He is the kind of dog that tries something else away from the source, away from the target, and we just show him that this is not reinforcing, it's not triggering the click, whatever you do. Super down position with effort right there, and of course it triggers a click and the food is tossed. Here I'm assisting him, or kind of force him to keep focus by touching him once he goes away. And he reacts in the right direction, amazingly, to keep on staying by the source. I'm just tapping him in the rear while he is doing the other behaviors oriented away from me. He has a tendency of doing that. If you watched him doing the crate training, the same thing. He is moving away and then comes back, and he kind of connects that the moving away, coming back is part of the obtaining reward system. So ever since I tapped him now, he is more collected or concentrated. Collected is the right word, I think, to see, hey, if I go away I get tapped in the butt and I better concentrate, and he puts effort into this right now. I narrowed his, or limited his options, and narrowed his thinking down to concentrating on what really is required. You see the little tap in the butt while he's walking away, turns around and immediately does the target behavior of laying down. Nice action here. Session ends with a little jackpot there, handful of food. Now the next session, he is jumping. I apply a little bit of discomfort with my legs, and he stops and gets a click for not doing the behavior I should don't want. With this dog, it seems to be necessary or to our advantage if we really apply a little bit of negatives and narrow down the path to the behavior that we want. Now he's in such a groove of doing it down, it's amazing. So I decide changing the picture, which dogs learn pictures, and stand up instead of sitting there and see if he gives me a chance to click and reward for the behavior I want, target behavior down, while the picture has changed. I'm slightly moving, which is a totally different picture, but he has the behavior down right now to a degree where if I'm moving carefully, even though I'm standing up and moving instead of sitting, is considering to do the behavior and gives an opportunity to click and toss the treat. Right now the click is ending the behavior, of course. We indirect reward, meaning that the reward is not given into the behavior yet. I'm just waiting. I'm not helping him. He can make the right decision, and he will find out triggering the click by laying down is key no matter what I'm doing. Of course, I'm trying to be very careful introducing changes of pictures, as in standing up instead of sitting, in order to be successful.